This is the documentary done on Nyabugogo Bus Park. It is titled Easing Business Through Efficient Transport System. It is an academic work done by Joachim Nkurikiyumukiza, a fourth-year communication student in National University of Rwanda. This documentary is made by four main parts. The first is the introduction to Rwandan transport system in general. The second is the presentation of views of interviewed. These parts include testimonies of shopkeepers, business owners and other activities in Nyabugogo Bus Park about the benefit of the park to their activities and the challenges faced. The third part is the point of view of authorities like operating manager of Wide Vision company in charge of security and cleanliness, along with authority at district level in charge of urban planning. The fourth, which is the last part of the documentary, is the conclusion. Hello and welcome to the documentary. The transport system in Rwanda is an important sector. It is built by different types of transport, to mean air transport, using plane, mostly done between Rwanda and other countries. Maritime transport done in lakes like Kivu, and terrestrial transport system using cars. This is more applied in Rwanda, and this kind of transport is the focus of our documentary. How is the transport system in Rwanda? The transport system in Rwanda is a huge sector which contributes to the development of the country. In Rwanda, the transport system is dominated by transport companies or transport agencies connecting four directions of the country, north to the south, east to the west, and beyond. The effectiveness of the transport system in Rwanda is noticeable through different domains, mainly the transport company, which are now about 25. The government is always setting up different strategies to assure the efficient transport system. Some measures were taken. Among the strategies taken is to bring together all transport agencies bus which were in Kigali city center known as Rubangula Place to Nyabugogo Bus Park. Some people say that the measure made Nyabugogo Bus Park to be more beneficial to their business nearby the park.
My name is Havgimana Jean Bosco. I'm a trader in Nyabugogo market. Concerning the park, we have realized that the clients started to come because there are many.
However, some difficulties are still there. Challenges are always appearing like floods and low ability of the park to accommodate big number of buses that causes traffic jam. Even some authorities see the above challenges as the shop owner and the other business holder do.
My name is Rubangisa Rwijama. I'm operation manager of Wide Vision company. The capacity of the park has become low. Cars and the number of passengers are increasing.
In this documentary, we are going to look into business activities in Nyabugogo Bus Park. We are going to focus on business owners in Nyabugogo Bus Park. We will talk to drivers, passengers, and other with connection from Nyabugogo Bus Park. We will look at challenges found in everyday business activities and to talk to authority to know the importance of Nyabugogo to the development of the district, what is done to solve challenges cited above. Throughout this documentary, you will get to know what beneficial is to set business activity in the place like Nyabugogo Bus Park, how people who have already launched their business succeed. Welcome again to the documentary. It's 10:30 of the morning. I am at Nyabugogo Bus Park. The place is very crowded. The people are in hurry. Some are getting the buses, whereas others getting out of the buses and head to their respective directions. Some take buses which are leading to different parts of the city like Kimisagara, Remera, Gikondo, Kimironko and Gisozi. Really, it shows that each and everyone has his particular direction. On the other hand, there are passengers who are heading to shops. Others carry luggage from shops around the park to transport agencies. I approached one of them. His name is Kabela Eric, a passenger from Gicumbi. He is a trader in his local market of Gicumbi. He uses to buy goods, mainly food, rice, sugar, flour at Kigali, especially in Nyabugogo. He tries to give us an image of Nyabugogo bus park, the challenges and his suggestions.
Nitwa Kabera Eric, nutse mu karere ka Gicumbi ahahoze hitwa Byumba.
My name is Kabera Eric. Now I'm coming from Gicumbi district to the former Byumba. I'm a trader at the Gicumbi district. I used to come here in Kigali, especially to Nyabugogo, to buy goods for selling at my local market in Gicumbi. Among the goods we buy here in Nyabugogo, there are some which are not easy to find. I think that the problem is the insufficient infrastructures which could help the trader in Nyabugogo to store much goods. We wish the government to build a big park with a different place, the first reserved for cars only, other for passengers and other for traders. I think that would help us when they build big houses like apartments. It would help traders to store goods of high value because we miss this kind of goods.
Ibicuruzwa natwe twajya tuza kurangura kuko akenshi nibyo tubura ibicuruzwa byo ku rwego rwo hejuru.
Kabera Eric shares his reason to come to Kigali with many other passengers. That shows how the going and coming of passengers means a lot to business development in Nyabugogo Bus Park and therearound. Business owners in Nyabugogo Bus Park are the ones to testify more about the passengers' meaning to their everyday business. Even people who come to Kigali for other activities, it is usual that they buy various things in Nyabugogo shops. Hauronga Theonest sells clothes and shoes. He says that these passengers are their prime clients. They buy things before their departure or after their arrival at Kigali.
My name is Nyabugogo Tonest. I am a trader here in Nyabugogo market. Clients like buying trousers, shoes and sheets. Yeah, here we sell clothes and shoes. This is what they like to buy. It is clear that when people increase in a given place, the customers increases too.
birumvikana neza ko iyo abantu ubwinshi bw'abantu n'ubucuruzi bwiyongera.
The success of business in Nyabugogo Bus Park seems to have a wide connection with the crowd of passengers, drivers, and many more people who use the park. This hypothesis made me to go in deep by asking other people who hold business activities around Nyabugogo to know much about the feasibility of business in Nyabugogo Bus Park. It is also in the context to know if Nyaulonga Theonest shares the same business situation with others. Now, the conversation with the others' business activities concerns about why they preferred to set their business in Nyabugogo Bus Park and who are their main clients. Mufola Ahmad, the owner of mini market with food and soft drink, François and Nahima Nahisto Benjamin, owners of phone shop, decided to start their activities in Nyabugogo because they think that the place where many people are likely to have more clients.
My name is
Mufora Ahmad. I work here in Nyabugogo Bus Park in the 74th house. I'm a trader. I hold food house. It is a mini market, really where are many movement of people. There are something special. It is understandable that there are some basic things that they need for their everyday life. We traders, we first put in our shops things which are their basic needs. What makes Nyabugogo to be different from other places is that the clients buy what they see. They don't ask you what they need.
Nkuko hari ibyo batakubaza babikubaza kuko babireba ariko icyo tareba nta kibazo.
Urakoze nanjye nitwa Nahimana Kisto Benjamin nkaba ndi umucuruzi.
Me too. I am Nahimana Kisto Benjamin and I am a trader here. Nyabugogo Bus Park is the center of all loads from province and other countries. Passengers come to Kigali for different purposes, like to buy goods for selling in their local markets. All of them get buses here in Nyabugogo Bus Park, as it was ratified as a national park to help people traveling in the country and in any other country.
kugira ngo ije itwara abagenzi bajya mu ntara cyangwa bajya hanze y'igihugu.
Nitwa François Mitterrand nkorera hano Nyabugogo.
My name is François Mitterrand. I work here in Nyabugogo Bus Park. I'm a trader. I preferred to put my shop here because of movement of people. Nyabugogo is a common place for all Rwandans and people from neighboring countries. Our prime client are these passengers from provinces, and we even receive those from East Africa, Burundians, Ugandans, and many more.
Muri East Africa, Burundi, Bugande bose turabakira.
Nyabugogo Bus Park after the shift of all transport companies from Kigali city center. The current historical background of Nyabugogo Bus Park shows that it was rehabilitated in order to accommodate transport agencies which had been working at Kigali city center known as Rubangula Place. This is the decision taken as one of the strategies toward an efficient transport system in Kigali city. The shift of these cars affected the business owner at Kigali Center because the owners of commercial activities at Kigali Center lost passengers who were their prime clients. On the other side, the people with activities around Nyabugogo Bus Park benefited the shift of these transport agencies. Nowadays, those who hold the business in Nyabugogo Bus Park are talking about the profit from this shift. Nkurunziza Baraka, the shoes shop owner, Havugimana Jean Bosco, owner of bags shop, and Manilagwa Olivier, airtime seller, said that the shift of buses from Kigali Center to Nyabugogo Bus Park near their shops increased their income. In other words, the clients got increased.
My name is Baraka. I sell shoes here. Concerning this bus park, before the shift of transport agencies from city center to Nyabugogo Bus Park, clients used to buy things in the shops nearby the agency's office in the city center. In that time, clients were few. I could spend all a day without getting a client. But now, all transport buses are there in Nyabugogo Bus Park near our shops. Passengers come here to buy things and we benefit from them. Whatever the case, I can't miss 3 clients per day. Our clients are divers of passengers from provinces. They come and they prefer to shop here because they believe the price to be cheap. The problem of this park is that it is small. We could be happy if it gets wider. If it is removed from here, it will be just a problem for us. We may even follow it because it provides clients to us. You know, the trader prefer to set businesses where the clients are.
My name is Maniragwa Olivier and I get no problem here. I'm used to get my daily food. I sell MTN, airtime, communication in general. We did not get money when buses were at Rubangura, but now we do. Now it is good because we find money for catering and accommodation. No problem again.
My name is Havugimana Jean Bosco. I'm a trader here in Nyabugogo market. Concerning the bus park, in general, clients started to come in our shops because there are many.
The shift of buses is the transport system initiated by the Rwandan government in collaboration with the Rwanda Utility Regulatory Agency known as LULA. Lili, the system seems to be efficient and productive to the people. Young entrepreneurs were not left behind. For them, they profited the shift of transport agencies from Kigali City Center to Nyabugogo Bus Park to launch businesses. Byukusenge Odile, a girl with 22 years old, sells MTN airtime in Nyabugogo bus park. She says that in case of many passengers, she gets 3,000 Rwandan francs per day. Whatever the case, she can't earn less than 1,000 Rwandan francs per day. She is proud of her job and she is comfortable with the money she earns per day. She is inviting other young to think about what to do in order to get money to help themselves and their family.
Byukusenge Odile, ncuruza miti hano n'amakarita hano muri Nyabugogo nyine nkaba nkorera societe ya MTN nyine.
My name is Byukusenge Odile. I sell MTN airtime here in Nyabugogo. I work for MTN. We sell those airtime and we get benefit. By this job, we manage to get many things like buying a goat for our family. Nyabugogo helps many people. You may find jobs like selling MTN airtime, leading passengers to taxis. Those are rudimentary jobs to everybody. Especially, we get much money when students are in holidays. They buy telephones, SIM cards. In this period, many people come to buy things. In other days, when students get their schools, sometimes we don't gain money. For instance, this year we are not getting enough money and we do not know why. We don't find clients as usual. When I have done well, I earn around 3,000 francs per day. But when I have not done well, I get so less. I may get 1,500 or 1,000 only. What can be done in this Nyabugogo is like to reduce the crowd. We who sell airtime, we have done our task. Because we have numbers and groups, we are no longer in disorder. I don't know what to do, but the authorities must work on this issue to harmonize this place. Really, this job is very important for us because I, as a girl, when I get 1,000, I buy lotion for myself without boiling my parents. So this is how we live. We cannot miss money to solve our own problems. In brief, my advice to jobless youth is that they must create jobs for themselves because development needs wills and determination.
Urubyiruko nyine rudafite akazi muri make nyine narukangurira kugira ngo rwihangire imirimo uko gutera imbere bisaba kugiramo ubushake no kugaragaza ubushake n'umwete.
When you listen to testimonies from some young people, you may think that is not possible. But when you keep on watching the movement of passengers who are the main clients of different businesses set up in Nyabugogo, you start believing what you are told. Jean-Paul Rwigema is a barber. He operates from Nyabugogo Hair Salon. He says that he earns between 5,000 and 10,000 Rwandan francs per day. This income is quite extraordinary and it requires much effort.
Nitwa Jean-Paul Rwigema, n'umukwaferi nogosha hano. My name is Jean-Paul Rwigema. I'm a barber in Nyabugogo Hair Salon. Our first client are those who travel across the country. In brief, those are our clients in addition to the ones living here. Here in Nyabugogo, we benefit rather than those who do their activities far from this park. This park has a huge importance that I cannot finish to say. I can earn between 5,000 and 10,000 Rwandan francs per day, even beyond.
Though almost all of the people I talked with, especially business owner nearby Nyabugogo bus park, said about the benefit of the park to their businesses. Some drivers who used to park in Nyabugogo before the shift of buses from Kigali Center to Nyabugogo bus park said that the shift had affected their income because passengers prefer to travel with the transport agencies which are more comfortable. Wigawa Sam and Nicola are drivers. They are talking about the role of Nyabugogo to their job. It easily connects them with the passengers, but always the agencies have caused a decrease in the number of passengers to their small taxis.
My name is Rwigaba Sam. I'm a taxi driver at the road Nyabugogo to Mutara. We face challenges like that of thieves. Secondly, we do not get enough passengers at this road as other taxis on the road like the Tarama do. We do have only that problem of few passengers.
Njyewe nitwa Nicola nkaba ndi umushoferi wa linye ya Gicumbi akenshi baba batwaye nk'ibicuruzwa byabo.
My name is Nicholas. I'm a taxi driver on road Nyabugogo to Gicumbi. Normally we carry passengers with their goods from Nyabugogo to rural markets where they make their trade. So this job helps us to contribute to our family's welfare. Nowadays, it is not easy to get money because of the big number of transport agencies. It is getting hard to get passengers. They prefer to travel with agencies. We no longer get them as we used before the shift of these agencies from city center to Nyabugogo.
Ku buryo abagenzi ntibakiri tukibabona nk'uko mbere twabonaga za agencies zitari zaza.
Nyabugogo Bus Park is the arrival and departure place of more than 25 transport agencies working in province and the neighboring countries. These transport agencies in neighboring countries are like Gaga Coach, Kigali Bujumbura, and Jaguar Kampala Kigali. Apparently, the bus is progressively getting incapable to accommodate such big number of buses. This is easy to notice on special time, like at the beginning or at the end of weekend, the time on which many people travel to their families for break or to their respective place of working. Here is on Friday. It is around 6:45 evening. Buses are arriving at Kigali carrying passengers from provinces. They come for weekend. At the same time, the huge number of buses are departing to different directions of the country. They carry passengers who go to their home for the weekend. This is how the situation is. It is such a traffic jam. It is hard for cars to move. There are quite a crowd of passengers and many buses. Some drivers prefer to stop their buses about 10 minutes to wait for buses in front to get into main roads, the action which is difficult due to the big number of cars coming from Kigali center to different parts of the city. This situation is also being suspected by some business owners in Nyabugogo Bus Park. They say that there are no appropriate building for commercial activities.
My name is Kuyangane Mabi. I'm a trader here in Nyabugogo market. I sell different products such as rice, sugar, etc. My wish to Nyabugogo Bus Park is that it should be rebuilt and extended because it is small. There are so many cars and it is much crowded. It accommodates many buses beyond its capacity.
This bus park is so small, but it hosts many transport agencies because of the shift of agencies from city center to here. Surely, if you watch the movement here, you will realize that the park is very small comparing to the people it hosts. The rain period comes with disaster to the park. It causes floods. This shows the necessity for the new construction plan of the park.
mu gihe cy'imvura nyinshi iyo habayeho imvura nyinshi cyane cyane zaturutse nko mu bice bya ruguru nka za Nyamirambo mu
In case of heavy rain, water comes from up Nyamirambo to this park. We face the problem of waterfall in the park, but they are saying that they want to rebuild it and uplift it. We expected the expert to realize this problem and correct it so that it may not happen again. Yeah, we think that the authorities, in collaboration with the engineers who are expert in construction issues, they may do a new study of the park which will completely end the problem.
We face the problem of water coming in the park. For example, before yesterday, it rained and the floods came and full in shops because the park is not well built, whereas it accommodates many people. What we ask to the government is to increase the infrastructure in order to enable the park to host many passengers, and that will increase the business, as the wealth of Rwanda is based on businesses launched by investors.
Kuri za business ikorwa n'abarwemezamirimo cyangwa abashoramari n'abikora witi cyabo ndetse n'inzego za leta.
After suggestion of people I talked with, after listening to their challenges and their wishes, I talked to authorities to know their views about Nyabugogo Bus Park and what they expect to do. Ruwangisa Rwigema is operating manager of the wide company Vision in charge of security and cleanliness in the park. He is talking about how they guarantee the security in the park.
Ruwangisa Rwigema, the operation manager wa Wide Vision Company.
My name is Ruwangisa Rwigema, operating manager of Wide Company Vision. Is a company in charge of security and cleanliness in Nyabugogo Bus Park. It is the section of RPTA, Rwanda Person Transport Association. In security, we focus on fighting against robberies and whatever things which can jeopardize passengers. Okay, there are some people who steal passengers' money by cheating them. They come to take them from the park and tell them that there are borders ahead, and they ask them to hide money in bags. When passengers give money to these robbers to get them hidden, they give back an empty bag and then they escape. We care about those kind of persons. There are even others who steal people's property in other ways. We expect to increase the capacity to our actions of maintaining security. We also collaborate with the police, even people working in agencies and people who carry passengers' luggage. Whenever they realize something wrong, they automatically inform security person and we follow the case. Whoever get caught, we take him to the police. Then police do its responsibility.
The low capacity of Nyabugogo Bus Park to accommodate the big number of buses was the main issue for the people we talked with. How do the authorities see this issue? What do they do to solve some problem resulted by this insufficiency of space? Ruwangisa Rwigema continues.
The capacity of the park has become low. If you see, the cars and passengers have increased. The new efforts were made to put cars on order. Each transport agency has the space reserved for a given number of buses accordingly to the law. Because you may find an agency with 20 or 50 cars, so they share the space. For example, suppose that Horizon agency is allowed to have 4 buses in the park. If one finished to carry passengers, it exits the park, then the other one enter to replace the first. This is how we proceed within other agencies in order to avoid an jeopardy to passengers or to traders.
Nkurunziza Alexis is the authority in charge of the rural planning in Nyarugenge district. He says that all problems concerning the park are taken into consideration and some of the envisaged solutions is to look for another place where the half of agencies would park, since it is hard to get a wider place to accommodate the entire cars interlink in Kigali. And they are encouraging people to invest in building modern houses nearby the park to promote commercial sector. As shown by business owners in the Nyabugogo Bus Park, their businesses or activities benefits a lot from the crowd of Nyabugogo Bus Park's passengers with different origin, different destination, different purposes, and different needs. Dear listeners, That is how transport system is contributing to the business development in Nyabugogo and in the country in general. You've heard the benefits of the shop owners in the research. You've heard also some challenges they are facing and their suggestions. Referring to the success of business being called out because of Nyabugogo Bus Park, the authorities in charge of this park must do their efforts to solve problems like floods, small park that results traffic jam and insufficient place for commercial activities. All these highlighted problems seem to be obstacles which hinder the maximum profitability of the park. This is the end of our documentary, Easing Business Through Efficient Transport System.